Hey people, there it is. I just do that. I just move it to the side. It's Saturday, April 3rd. And, man, I woke up thinking I'm going to take the weekend off. Then I got busy this morning. I'm back from the post office and did some other things. And it just hit me. Well, just go ahead and say something. You got stuff on your mind? There's quite a bit to say, actually. First off, I want to say that Bandcamp Friday was fantastic. I hope it was for you all. This sold out. I knew it was going to, and it did. It's gone. I'm completely out of this. I have a couple of personal copies. It is sold out. It really feels good because the whole story behind this album was convoluted. And there was a moment when I thought I'd be stuck with copies forever. And over time, my appreciation of my own record, has really grown. I'm really proud to have Chris Oliver and Chris Arrison's involvement on the album. Really happy about that. I'll get back to some more of that, but I do want to do a review and then talk about some music. So, first off, I'm going to shout you out, Moon Griffin. I do not review stuff that I don't get physical copies of, but I'm going to mention the new Moon Griffin that you sent me. They sent me a download code. I have their first album. I didn't pull it. I'm mentioning this one because it is that good. And I get a lot of stuff sent to me, and a lot of stuff is referred to me that I think is just okay, and frankly, a lot of it I don't think is very good. This new Moon Griffin, I hope they make a CD or something of it. It's really good, and I also relate to it because it's all short pieces. It's like they get in there and do the idea and then move on. And it's a forward movement from the other Moon Griffin. So that's why I'm bringing it up, because it's that good to me. Okay, I'm qualifying it again. I get people sending me links all the time to music that I think it's just shit. The Moon Griffin is good. Okay, I hope they manufacture it. I received a copy of this. I'm still absorbing it, but I can already give it a 5-star rating. Silent Orchestra. Poe. A Dream Within a Dream. These folks caught wind of me through my friend and musical peer Dave Newhouse of the Muffins and Mana Mirage. This is fantastic. This is what I'm looking for. I don't even have to... This is so good for my taste that within the first... I'm going to endeavor to try to play a little bit. But within the very first sounds that I hear from the disc, I know I'm in for something good. The background is that these guys have been making this music for about 20 years to silent films. It's two people that use other players. They have a string section on here. But it's two guys with keyboards and percussion. Rich O'Meara is the person who got a hold of me. Let me just play the beginning. Right? Right? Okay, we're in for something right there. I'm not going to play the rest to avoid copyright bullshit. Now, that to me is really rad because it's taking the pop sensibility but not doing what pop says. Berry Gordy and other famous producers have famously said, grab them within the first 5 seconds. Boom. The other thing is there's some really beautiful music on here. I think it's the Fall of the House of Usher that got me to look up and say, what is this? I highly recommend. This music is so satisfying. You can listen to it on a deep level, deep listening. I can see where watching a film with this would be great, but the music is so filmic and cinematic that it creates pictures in my head. I don't need an accompaniment. It's beautifully recorded. This is the sort of thing that I like, and I don't have to think about, do I like this? And I do feel free to give feedback about what I consider quality issues, or maybe some things that I struggle with, which is developing ideas. You know, not starting something and just going around and around and then stopping, but starting in one place and then ending in another. Okay? This has all those beautiful elements. This is so nuanced and beautifully played. Silent orchestra. This is fabulous. We need a whole lot more music like that. I started to listen to the 18-minute Where the Dead Men Lost Their Bones on here by Michael P. Dawson. I haven't gotten through it yet. It is the nature of the, as he calls it, virtual instruments that, you know, your ears make a slight adjustment to listening to the sounds. And this is a piece. It's like Michael is, to me, this sounds really ambitious. Like this is like a symphonic piece possibly, or that's perhaps the idea of a long form, developing a long form concept. I'll get to it. Today, something like 40-something years ago, this was released, and so I pulled it to play. King Crimson, THRAK. Was so glad when it came out on vinyl. Love the band. Seen King Crimson 2-3 times. I've met Adrian Belew. I was in the room with Robert Fripp. I was told this before, I didn't know what to say. But I love King Crimson. Dillinger Escape Plan. Man, these guys are amazing. Miss Machine. I was celebrating last night and put this on for a blast of energy. This is on the green vinyl. And even now, what they did makes even more sense to me now. It's just amazing. So, one last thing. I have a few of these. I sold a couple. I sold one yesterday. I want to recommend this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop on a tune off of this before I go, because I've got a few copies of this, and this one I think you ought to get. Okay, excuse me. Matter has. Here we go. This track is on here, and I love this. This is one of my favorites of my stuff. It's still sealed, but these are gatefolds. Get this. Got a couple copies of this left. This music is love. About wanting beauty and happiness for everyone. That's what that's about. That's why I just don't understand hatred and racism. How can it make any sense that one race should have everything or be better than anyone else? And this is the world we're living in still. It's madness. This music is love.